You know what's funny, right? You know, the guy's name is Beastzard at the end of the day. The guy's known for the Charizard, but I think we are now, he felt like he had to play Charizard in the Wi-Fi era just because, you know, and for a lot of Pokemon trainers, they really felt like Squirtle just couldn't do it on Wi-Fi. Yeah, no, we'll get into that. So Beast, realizing that he does need to play the other Mon, has been stepping up his levels, especially on Squirtle and Ivysaur. But of course, let's talk about the one, the only Yoda Cage. I mean, this guy's out-of-region results are fantastic. My God, the top, the tippy top of the F smash is actually going to take that one. Once again, these two have played against each other often. They haven't played against each other recently, but it's definitely one thing where Bowser Jr. is deceptively strong, and Yoda's combo game is unreal.
Yeah, I mean, even watching that first, I mean, found around 60-some% off of those up airs alone, and then it's the follow-ups after that where you find these stocks. Because Bowser Jr.'s smash attacks, too, are
insane.
It's weird to talk about a character, be like, oh, their smash attacks. It's like, oh, you're bad at the game.
Yeah.
What do you mean they're smash attacks? But no, they're fast. They end early, too, so they're kind of safe on some characters.
They are very, very safe. No, you're definitely right on that one. The hammer swing, not going to happen. Yoda is always very keen to be able to throw out another one. Once again, I feel like Beast, he's always had this problem with Yoda that Yoda just will find this, like, I wouldn't say it's like a cheap hitbox, but he'll find like a strangely loose hitbox, and it's just like, how did that even hit me? And you know, you're Charizard at this point. I mean, you're a bigger body.
Yep.
And the thing is, Bowser Jr. in its entirety can take out Squirtle very easily. So I feel like Beast has always said that he always plays from behind. But once again, Yoda, you're going to see him on the ledge now, just try and ledge trap as best as possible. Can't find the up smash though, so Beast is going to get that full swing on the back air. But speaking of swing, here comes the fair. Can't find much else, but once again, Beast wants no part of this, so he's going to play it a little bit more passive.
There's a little bit to go, but man, all right, taking that stock. Yoda aggressive recovery to get back on there, almost finding a back air from Beast really early on. These aggressive options in moments of panic, I think, like, that speaks to how often they play each other. They know how to get into each other's head, what to go for, because you go too aggressive on somebody that you haven't played often, that's what they're waiting for, and they want to punish you for it.
All right. Once again, also just another kind of point out is that the Clown Car has so much super armor itself, so things like Razor Leaf are just something to tack on damage for. So here we go, trying to find the F tilt, but Yoda Cage going to opt for the back throw here. There's the Mech Koopa just going to just play there. Dude. It's okay, man. Ooh, and not going to go for the burnout. He always goes for this burnout spin. I have to remember that he's going to play it a little bit more safe against Beast here just because there's a little bit more to lose, but Beast going to use a Flare Blitz to just get right out of there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, these two, I mean, you get to grand finals, you're making money tonight. Like, crazy people, $10 an entrant, like, you're walking away with something nice.
That's it. Good night. Bowser Jr. Rapid Jab is one of the best Rapid Jabs in the game.
I love the idea of that, because that's something that, like, I think, like, throughout the games, like, Ike had the kind of strong jab back in Brawl, but outside of that, nobody really had this really powerful jab. Smash 4 got a little closer, but now in Ultimate we have Bowser Jr., we have Bayonetta. Bowser is kind of strong, but he's a heavy, so it doesn't really matter. It's not comparable to these two, not gimmick characters, but very odd characters. And having them...
No, they could be gimmicks.
Well, you know.
You could, listen, I hate to... You know what? It comes from one mid-tier main to another. Don't watch my set from earlier on stream, because I did not play well. Mid-tiers and zoners can be gimmicky characters. I mean, let's just call it what it is, right? I feel like Bowser Jr. is just one of those characters that's a little goofy, you know what I mean? And it takes a true connoisseur of said character to kind of know the ins and outs. I mean, listen, if Yoda Cage is your round one and you're looking for somebody to play for Bowser Jr. in the venue, you're not finding somebody.
No, really. And we talked about a little bit about this out-of-state experience. So you go to state, and there's one of two things that can happen to players. A, you get that matchup and experience, and you start winning crazy sets that you might not do in your own region. But on the flip side, there's also that chance that you go out of region, and you just, I mean, you're a mid-tier. You're a bad character, right?
Yeah, at the end of the day.
So you could just flounder, but no, Yoda Cage rising above that, doing very well here. 1-0 on Beast right now. And honestly, taking that stock, looking very pretty for this game, too.
Yeah, it's definitely another thing as well where Yoda Cage puts kind of like this fortress up, and it's very hard for a character like even Squirtle to kind of get around this, right? With the Pokemon Trainer flowchart, you always think, all right, it's the beginning of my stock, let me go Squirtle, let me tack up that damage, but honestly, it's the other way around right now. Yoda just getting a lot of the bulk of damage that he needs when Beast is on Squirtle.
And if you're doing that when you're fighting Pokemon training, you got to be feeling good about it. Because it's like, okay, cool, I'm destroying the menace. But as you mentioned, the Zard, always playing from behind this comeback mechanic. I feel like there hasn't been many characters that have exemplified comebacks as much as Zard has.
Yeah.
I mean, there was probably versus the same Sora like years ago. It just made like the 0 to 45% stock kill. It's like we've seen what Charizard can do, so I understand why Beast would feel like that. And right now,
he's getting a little frustrated at this point. Once again, these two are bitter rivals, and they both don't like playing each other. Beast is one of those players that just really wants to just go in and out-fundamental you. He's not willing to play the patient game. Yoda Cage going to use the spin out once again. Here's the F tilt, though. It's going to take it, but now you are at 98. I always like to say I never worry about a Beast stock until he's at 140, but the hammer swing, Beast playing it too aggressive. This guy does not want to wait, and that is going to be 1-0 for Yoda. Beast looking frustrated. I know how much he does not like to play this person or character. He will stay on the P2, but once again, he just needs to slow it down just a little bit more.
That's always what it feels like, too, when you're fighting a character like Bowser Jr. It's like you got to slow it down, and that's another thing that divides great players from the best. It's like being able to do that.
Speaking of doing that, he's going Fox. He needs to switch up in the gameplay. He's been if you know Beast, this guy loves Fox. Played Charizard in Smash 4, but also played a lot of Fox, and it's what I'd like to call a soul main character. Like you have a character that you really like to play, right? But then you have like your character that you started with Smash with, and then you just got results with the other guy a little bit more, and that's your soul main.
Yeah, you know.
This is Beast's soul main here. It allows for him to play fast like he wants to, but once again, it's Fox at the end of the day, and Fox is susceptible to dying a little bit early. So I actually really like this in terms of Beast just trying it out, because once again, I feel like Yoda definitely has a little bit of the download of the PT.
Yeah, and as Fox can play fast, but unfortunately Fox can also play reckless.
True.
Which that's what you got to dial in, and if Beast can find that, if Beast can get this game and really get that momentum going, then that'll be great. So far, keeping it even a little bit in Beast's favor.
Yeah. Definitely stacking on a lot more damage this time around. The percentages are a lot kinder to Beast right now, but he's looking for this raw up smash, and the power up, as he likes to call it, just kind of saying let's go, hyping himself up. But Beast, you have made a incorrect error, but gonna be able to live it out. Second lease on life, and he knows that Yoda's going for that up smash read on the jump.
Like, oh, you upset me? I got that too.
Me too.
It's a little different, but
there it is.
Hey, God, that is so strong.
It's so good. This character is very, very good. If you don't have a Bowser Jr. in your region, somebody will find their way to playing this character. I know you guys have Trash Day down here, and great Bowser Jr. I played it a little bit earlier, but now once again, Beast's going to be able to run away a little bit with the lead here. We'll see for how long, because once again, I feel like he's just getting kind of these like loose up tilts, and he's able to convert off of it. But once again, Yoda Cage's damage output is just a little bit more than Fox's right now.
And that's good, because that's what you got to do when you're fighting these top tiers as a character like Bowser Jr. You got to outdamage him, and that can sometimes be the problem. Luckily, Bowser Jr. has so many options, but wow, this is such a sometimes you get these moments where there's just back and forth. It's like, okay, someone gets a hit, you're in disadvantage, you immediately return to neutral, and then it swaps. Who's in advantage, who's in disadvantage, and those make the most fun sets on, I think.
Yep, for sure. He's trying to find the drill into up smash here. Not going to be able to find it, though. Yoda Cage going to use the cart eject. He's going to be able to parry the hammer swing, or the wand swing, I should say, and still going to be able to find another loose punish there, That's
we finally seeing that patience. Beast didn't just run off and try and throw the bear out, bait the bear out first, or the hammer swing, and then throw the bear out. Very smart. That's what we need to see more of if Beast wants to take this set, because you're going to have to reverse 3-0 Yoda Cage.
Yeah,
that's hard.
It's definitely hard indeed, but he is working it right now. I like the fair coming up from ledge to keep it safe. Great down smash punish, though. Yoda, okay, almost getting shine spike there. Ooh, the up smash is going to hit, but it's not all hit, so Beast is going to be able to live. But once again, Yoda going to punish with a back air here. Looking real good by Mr. Cage at this point, but let's see for how much longer, because once again, Beast, I mean, this is doable, but you have to find a way in, and here it is. Going to be able to find, of course, the jab block. Beautiful.
Okay,
Ooh, and there's the beast war cries, I like to call it.
Yeah,
yeah
let's call it that. I gotta say, one thing really interesting about that too, and I think the only reason that killed is because once Junior hit the ground, right? Yeah. Junior's hitbox was facing Fox, and if you don't know the difference between getting hit on the cart and getting hit if you're hitting Bowser Jr., I believe it does a different percent. I think it's somewhere between 5 and 15. Sheesh. Somebody more knowledgeable, please let me know. All Bowser Jr. mains, correct me. But if you're doing more damage, I believe you're dealing more knockback. And if that's the case, I wonder if that would have killed had Bowser Jr. been swapped around.
Well, just like the King K. Rool windscreen in the background, we are going Sticker Bush Symphony on FD. Beast going to stick with the Fox. You heard him before. He does let out a little war cry when he feels like he can like win this, and the posture is better. Honestly, you see Yoda. You see I've always said, as somebody who's like kind of a nerd, my college degree is in like social work and like the human emotion. Yeah. I've always found Smash matches interesting because you see the duality of human sometimes come out, and Yoda Cage just hands in head like, oh my god, now I got to deal with this. Honest
to God, I think they can come off a bit cheesy, but I agree with you. I think seeing the emotion in Smash is some of what makes it so fun.
Yeah.
That's why I wish it was like honestly some of more articles focusing on that aspect. Obviously, it's a bit hard because you start assuming things of people. You can start making some weird narratives. That's disgusting. You were at 60-something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he didn't. He wanted to go for like a more definitive answer off of the ledge, but he ended up just re-grabbing it anyway. So it was just like, you know what, you got that. Like, I misplayed there, but now Beast sharking for a back air, not going to be able to find it. You know what he's looking for. Once again, these nairs also up in the air to stop the cart have been fantastic. Double up smash, not going to be able to hit, but going to kind of delay the illusion so he doesn't get hit by that F smash, and magnet hands are going to save Beast's day.
We love ultimate. Hey, perfect. That's a really good moment for Beast because you know you were having so much momentum in this game too. It was 60-100%, and your stock got stuffed out, but you're getting Yoda Cage's stock after not too long. So if you keep this momentum up, definitely feeling like it's still anyone's game.
Oh, for sure. But once again, Fox down below versus a heavy. The hammer swing is not going to KO, but it's definitely, you know, going to throw Beast out of position here. The dash attack in, not going to be able to find anything else. The eject once again. Beast going to play it a little bit more passive now. Has gotten hit by the hammer swing a couple times. He's trying to punish it as best as possible. But, I mean, at this point, you have a lot to lose in this game, but the dash attack fairs file have been fantastic from him so far.
Yep, and then finding follow-ups off of that as well. The fact that Yoda Cage was able to get on stage for a second, it was great. But now, all right, Beast still finding this damage. Yoda Cage. Sheesh. Wow.
Yoda. Yeah, no, Beast is definitely figuring something out, maybe just a little bit more confidence. But once again, the spin out, not going to be able to do anything, so Beast is going to punish with the grab here. Once again, the Fox really just comes out of nowhere sometimes. I mean, we see it in squads. I don't really see it much else times, but down tilt back air into the up smash. Wow, looking like ZD on these combos,
Actually, though, no, you know, for real, just this kind of, okay, yeah, just keep on the jab, see what happens. I love seeing little things like that. I was like, you maybe could have gone a little bit longer, but I love the visceral up smash to end that. Just like, eat this, please.
Once again, that's so unfortunate because he held shield. I think the Nair hitbox did not send him back far enough where he was able to get the up smash, but now this is potentially Beast's last stock, unless he's going to be able to finish this off right here. Can't find the back air. Honestly, anything goes at this point. Yoda's landing on his shield a lot, so here comes the first grab. This combo is going to take him to at least 50 here, but now this is where Yoda Cage excels. He has rage on him, but now Fox, you know, up smash might do a little bit, but the hammer swing, Beast has to find a way to come back. The down tilt, not going to do it.
It's moments like this tense. Where I just want to watch the game.
It's very tense.
It's a job to tell you about the game, but man, I just want to watch it because it's good smash.
Was so good.
Yes.
Oh, but the spot dodge down smash, and Yoda is going to go 3-1 into grand finals. That was so doable by Beast. And honestly, he was winning up until that just one last Bowser Jr. ladder combo where he got the up throw, up air, and it's just so hard as a fast faller to land. And you know, then, you know, you're fighting Bowser Jr. at 109, and then you're at 57, you're Fox, you're a fast faller, you're
momentum.
lighter.
It's just momentum. You have these moments where it's like, I'm doing it, I'm winning, and then Bowser Jr., God, that's really something that makes Bowser Jr. too, because you get a lot of damage, right? But you get that momentum, you get to come back from stuff, and there's always that fear. Bowser Jr. hits like a heavy. Bowser Jr. hits like Bowser.
Bowser Jr. is a heavy. You know what ZD said earlier, and you guys, it wasn't me. That's all I'm going to say. Is Bowser Jr. bottom 5 material?
Okay.
Tell me, File. Tell me, File.
Listen,
You've just watched a couple sets of Bowser Jr. What do you